Hey folks, it's good to see you again. It's Richard. I'm back here once more. And today we are going to be checking out not just one but a few items that I've received from Vpark Incorporated. And they're a fairly new company which was set up in July last year, 2015. If I'm not mistaken, they're from Orange County in California. Okay, they're set up by a couple of people who's got a lot of experience in the vape industry. Okay, and I'm also just guessing that all their devices so far is designed in the US and manufactured in China. Okay, just guessing on that. Okay, they've sent me a few of them. This is one of them. This is a kit, a 70-watt temperature control kit, which comes with the box mod and also the tank as well, which is called the Maxtank Pro. Okay, I'm going to take a vape now. Very easy to use. Yep. And besides this, they've also sent me this as well, which is, it works the same, but it's 150 watts. This uses dual 18650s. Okay, I've got the black one here, and together with what they call the Maxtank Pro, I've got it in the box here. This is the stainless steel version, and what I have here, together with a box mod as a kit, is in white. Okay, so that's what we're going to go through. We're going to go through them one at a time, so I'd like you to just sit back, relax, and yeah, enjoy the show. Catch you later. Alright, so guys, we're going to start off with the Vpark Fastfire TC70 Watt kit here first, and then we'll move on to, you know, the 150 watt box mod here. And one thing I've got to say is that the Vpark devices, they're not difficult to work. They're very, very simple, very straightforward. It can't get any easier than this. I mean, there's no menu system to go into. Everything you need to do is right in front of you. You know, there's this little round dial here for you to toggle back and forth to do all your settings. So basically just that. And what I'm thinking is the TC70 Watt, especially, that I have in my hand here, this would be great for vapors who's been, you know, vaping for a little while and then you're moving into your first box mod. This would be something that you want to get. Okay, you don't want anything too complicating to deal with, and you just want something simple. Okay, new vapors especially going into box mods, that is. I'm going to take a vape now. See, nice. Everything is on the screen. So the other thing is that we want to check out will be the 150 watt box mod as well. The way they both work is exactly the same. It's just a matter of power difference. This is 70, this is 150. Okay, this is for people who wants power, fuss-free, experienced vapors especially. You don't want to go into a menu system to do all your settings. You just want to, you know, play with the dial and everything is set for you, and you just want to vape. Okay, pretty pocket friendly as well. It's quite slim as well, this one. So is the 70 as well. And then we got the Maxtank Pro. Maxtank Pro, I've got the stainless steel version here, and also this is in white. They're both the same. They take in about 2.5 ml of e-liquid. It's a 22mm diameter, what we call sub-ohm tank. It doesn't come with an RVA section. Tell you what, let's go down for close-ups right now. Let's go through all these items one at a time. Come back, we'll vape some more, and I'll give you my thoughts. Vpark Fastfire TC70 Watt, and the box that it comes in, like that. You know, you've got a picture here, 70 watts at the bottom, that's what it says here. Vpark. Underneath here, contents of the package. You've got a scratch and check to verify the authenticity of the device here. Barcodes, Orange County, California, and their website, govpark.com. Email as well, in case, you know, you have a complaint and you want to get in touch with them. So you can push it open like that, or you can break open over here. Alright, so it opens up like that. Alright, and you have another box right here. Lift off the cover. User guide. Soak new coil. Always prime your coil first. That's advisable before you actually put it back into your tank. Regular coil and recommended what you call ohms and also watts to fire it at. Nickel coil, regular coil. Okay, so that's the user card for you, and you've got a very, you know, comprehensive instruction booklet here. Maxtank Pro specifications, teaches you how to remove the tank and things like that, and also the Vpark box TC70 specifications again, how to do the settings, all that. As usual, I'd recommend you to just read through that so you have a better understanding of the device. And here's the device that's got this little band around it. Important notice, please use 35 amps high drain rechargeable battery when the remaining power of battery. Basically use high drain batteries. Kind of hard to find 35 amps, or impossible, but high drain batteries, that's what's advised for you to use. Lift this off and you have in there a tank plastic. Of course, I've taken out the tank already. Sorry about that. The tank is here with juice. I've been testing it. We'll come to that shortly. And here's your micro USB charger over here. Okay, and also it does pass through as well, so you can charge it and vape it at the same time. And there's a spare coil in here. This spare coil, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to take it out, is not what it says on the box, but the spare coil is actually a nichrome coil in here rated at 0.3 ohms. I don't know whether you can see that. Reinstall, you've got a nickel coil rated at 0.1 ohms. It's a dual coil in there. That's your juice hole. Airflow at the bottom. So that's your spare coil. Whereas the box cover actually says Canthal. And right here in the cover, it says 1 Canthal dual coil 0.3, which is a misprint. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the device here. I'm sorry, please excuse white on white. And the surface is really nice. The finishing on this, beautiful. And it's printed Vpark over here. This is not your micro USB. Your micro USB is at the bottom here. Charge port. There's a flap here, a rubber flap. You've got to just dig it open and then you can charge, just to protect dust from going in there. And push it back once you're done charging it. Vent holes. And that's your little clip there to just open up the battery cover. Underneath says negative, so you have your positive going first in there. That's what it is, the positive inside there. And to close it, just click. Right. That's your dial. It has an off position on Fahrenheit watts, so turn it on and it switches on. Okay, I'm going to work that afterwards once we put the battery in. And that's your dial to make the settings. And on top, spring loaded, nice, not too tight, and it's not very soft either. Nice tension to it. Got all this hex screw to hold the top down. But I gotta say, the finishing is absolutely beautiful. Let's put a battery inside. Okay. So your negative is on top, high drain battery. Alright, just have to click, close it, and that's it, easy. Turn it on, click to on, Vpark comes on, and your entire display is here. So when you want to change your temperature and you either set to on, nothing happens. Alright, move it to F, and you can actually toggle your temperature all the way up to 600. After 600, you let it go and you turn it again. It disables the temperature. Okay, 590 all the way down to 200. Anything less than 200 goes into Celsius, and bring it down to 95. It goes back to Fahrenheit again. Alright, so when you want to change to watts, turn it to watts, and you can see the watts. There's a little square box. Okay, bring it nearer for you, so you can toggle back and forth all the way up to 70 and down to 1 watt. Got your atomizer ohm rating there and your battery indicator. which is a graphic to show how much battery you have left. I've seen other reviews with a percentage on it. Yeah, and that's about it. There's no sub menu to go into and things like that. It's just right there, everything is there. And one thing about this device is the unique feature, after 1 minute it switches off by itself. Okay, and this is your fire button. Alright, it says atomizer open when you don't have an atomizer in there. So coming back, unique feature, if the device detects a non-nickel coil, if you've got a Canthal coil, even though you're set to temperature, what happens is it's gonna disable the temperature and just go into power mode. And without batteries, it weighs 150 grams. Voltage output for this is 0.3 ohm to 9.9. Okay, and that's it for the Vpark TC70 Watts box mod. We're gonna take a look at the Maxtank Pro. This is the Maxtank Pro. This is in white, right? And this is the same as the Maxtank Pro I've got here, which is still in the box in stainless steel. So I'm gonna take this out and show it to you. It comes in a box like that. Maxtank Pro specifications, top filling features. You've got your QR code there to check the authenticity. Slide this out, and you've got a little instruction guide here on how to remove the top fill, how to replace the coil as well, which is another simple thing to do. That's why I said this is perfect for people who's just moving into their first box mod. You've got a spare drip tip here, by the way. Delrin with stainless steel on the outside, okay, so it doesn't get hot on your lips. This is it. This doesn't have what I call airflow, so if you want to change it up. The one on the tank has got little tiny airflow in it in case you want airflow from your drip tip, and it comes with a spare nichrome coil. The same coil you just saw. Let's take the tank out right now. And let me show you the difference between the white, sorry, there's a little sticker there, just have to remove it. Stainless steel version and the white version. They're both the same tank, same diameter, both holds 2.5 ml. Right, so we're going to put this aside and we're going to break down the stainless steel version. So this is your tank and this is how it looks like. So this drip tip has got airflow here. All you've got to do is just turn the airflow to close or to open up the airflow. This is fully open, as you can see underneath my finger moving, and you want to close it, just turn it off like that. You can change out to your own personal drip tip if you want to. And got this little tabs here which are actually for you to grip hold of, so you can turn it. And that's your fill port in there. Juice to go in, juice to air come out. That's how it looks like here. This looks like chrome plated over stainless steel probably. Very shiny. It's got a O-ring there underneath to prevent leaking. And that's your 510 pin there at the bottom. And it says Maxtank Pro. You can open this up. This is for you to replace your stock coil, alright? Comes with a pre-installed nickel coil. All you got to do is remove it like that. Prime your coil. Always prime your coil. You don't want to burn your cotton in there. This is a dual nickel coil in there, rated at 0.1 ohms. Okay. So to replace your coil, just take this, put it in there. That's it. Screw it back on. You got airflow at the bottom. You can adjust, close, open. Okay. Fill up juice. Screw it back on. and have your drip tip back on again. So that's it. That's the Maxtank Pro for you, Vpark engraved on top. Let's move on to the other device, which is the Vpark box, 150 watt. Specifications all here. It's 22 by 60 by 91 millimeters. Battery type 218-650. Power range 1 to 150 watts. Temperature range 200 to 600 or 95 to 315 degrees Celsius. You have an option to switch it back and forth. Resistance range for the mod 0.1 to 1 ohms for nickel coil and 0.2 to 2 ohms in power mode. Package contents, your scratch and check authenticity barcode, that's about it. And in there you've got your instruction manual all rolled up like that. All the settings, warning. And both these devices comes with your standard safety features, specifications. Look at the device, pull this out, and you have your 150 watt temperature control mod here in black. Same dial, same style of working the controls, and you have your screen here. It's a little tattoo looking design here. Vpark underneath. You have your battery cover. Put in 218-650s, markings positive, negative, vent holes there. That's how it is. And we're gonna just get 2 high grain batteries right now just in, and this one is positive, so you have your positive on top and negative. All right. And you just put in your batteries clip and it's closed. On top here you have got your 510, also spring loaded as well. So the way you work this exactly the same. You've got your off, on, Fahrenheit, watts. So turn it on, Vpark, and that's your display there. And this is in percentage, your battery level, whereas it was different with the TC70 here. Shows you the battery level indicator. Here is in percentage. And you have your standard ohm ratings, and then you have your watts and your temperature. Exactly the same, except this is 150 watts. Reminds me a little bit of the Smoke R200. Okay, size difference. It's a little bit taller in terms of width, also just a tad wider. Okay, so that's the difference with this. Thickness looks about the same. Yeah, thickness is about the same. It's a little bit bigger than your Smoke R200. Alright, and besides this, the TC70 Watt, I'm just going to put this aside, and this reminds me of the Smoke M65. Again, it's a little bit taller than the M65, a little bit wider as well. Sorry, white on white, it's a little bit wider. Thickness wise about the same. And let's just compare this to SX Mini. Not about the same, except this is curved. Alright. Fitting in the device here, the Maxtank Pro, so that's how it looks. It looks quite sleek and nice actually. Yeah. So once you put in a device, it'll ask you whether new coil or same coil. Okay, so if it's a new coil, just slide this way over to the right, and it shows you 0.1 ohm, 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And now you want to adjust your watts. Go ahead and adjust it. Alright, and then fire. Alright guys, welcome back to FaceTime. So you've seen it up close, you know, all these devices, I mean the TC70 Watt and also the 150 Watt and the Maxtank Pro as well. Time to give you my 2 cents worth, but before that let me have a vape. Well, so what do I think of it? Like I said, this is good for new vapors moving into your first box mod. You might think about checking this out, okay? Very easy to work with. You don't have to go through, you know, all this menu settings and all that, you know, with all the other devices. This one, everything is right in front of you. Okay, let me give you the pros and cons, okay? We'll start off with the pros. That's one pro there. Very simple to work with, and the display is very easy to read. It's vertical. Reminds me of, you know, the EVIC devices as well. Very bright, and it tells you everything you need to know, basically. So nice finishing. I love the finishing on this white device that I have, the 70 watt. Very clean, very nice, and it doesn't leave any fingerprint marks on it. Well, at least not for the body. On top maybe, where you have the chrome section, but you know, it's okay. But very beautiful, to the point that sometimes I don't have the heart to take it out because I'm afraid that I'll scratch it. But it's very, very nice, okay? Take a look at it, very nice. The finishing is good, the build quality not too bad, very good as well. And the Fastfire actually works, okay? I mean, they claim it's 0.01 of a second, I don't know. But every time I hit the fire button, it works, okay? So it's really fast. In fact, some other fellow reviewers have said that even after you let go of the button, it's still firing, maybe a split of a second, but it's fine with me. I don't have that issue here. The flavor is very good on the Maxtank Pro, that I gotta say. I'm using the nickel stock coil here. I've got 60-40 PG-VG ratio juice in there. You might want to stay away from thick juices. It just might not, you know, wick so well. But I don't know. I'm using 60-40, it's fine with me. 70-30, also probably good as well. And it's got good flavor. So the thing is, if you're an experienced vapor, you want something easy, the 150 watt box mod, same way you work it, with the dial there, and it's just way more powerful than this 150, about twice. And yeah, it doesn't come with the charge port, so you have to take out and charge it externally. But removing the battery cover, that's another pro there. It's really nice, okay? Easy, you just have to clip it and it comes open, okay? And when you want to put it back, you just press it and it clicks in place. So that's my take on the pros of these two devices. Now the cons, okay? No resistance lock for nickel. This is a 0.1 ohm rated coil. If it drops anything below 0.1, it's not going to fire, because the lowest you can go is 0.1 ohms on the device. So that's a con. No upgrade feature. You can't there's no, you know, you do any upgrade, you can't, you know. And the thing is, only nickel. A lot of you are very uncomfortable with nickel wire. I mean, it's going around that nickel wire is not good, so it can't do stainless steel or titanium, which is getting more and more popular these days. So with just nickel and your Kenthal wire, so that's a bit of a handicap here for you, okay? For me, another thing that's a con is no voltage display here. I vape somewhere between 3.8 to 4.2 volts, and I use that as a guide when I'm setting my watts. So when I don't see it, you know, it's kind of a bit of a hassle. I mean, I would rather just have voltage display here so I can, you know, set my watts and all that. But again, it's not a major con. You could get used to setting how many watts, and then after that you'll remember it, okay? So those are some of the cons that I think. But all said, it is a beautiful box mod, especially with a 70 watt kit for new vapors. Like I said, if you want to move on to your first box mod, you might want to check this out. Oh, by the way, another thing that I don't know, I haven't seen it here in Malaysia yet, but apparently they say it's a little bit overpriced. It's the pricing in the States is a little bit steep, okay? I've just briefly checked it out on the internet, and the TC70 Watt kit is going for about 65 US dollars or somewhere around there. If I do the math, that's about 250 to 300 ringgit for this. I don't know, you might be able to get something that's cheaper, you know, and gives you more function, like capabilities of doing titanium or stainless steel or things like that. And the 100-watt box mod in the States, that's going for about 100 US dollars. The Maxtank Pro is about 32 US dollars. So, well, I don't know if it's overpriced or not. I'm in Malaysia. See if you got other options as well. I mean, don't just take my word for it. Have a look around. Do your little bit of research as well before you buy the tank. Okay, so one more vape, we're going to call it a wrap. This is the Vpark 70 watt kit, and also we've got the 150 watt that you've seen together with the Maxtank Pro. Nice. I gotta tell you, the flavor is very nice on this. Okay, so anyway, until the next one, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time and your support, and have a great day. Vape safe. God bless. Bye for now.